Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening to Doctor and my classmates. We are from group 4, Y15. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Lily Alana Wafa and my group members are Nura Mikhalina, Nur Hasana and Nurush Maida. Next slide. Today, I would like to present the issue. The first, which is the issue, the law involved, the sanction, how to prevent the charges against her, and what a young editor could learn from this case. So, the issue here is the partner of PKF Malaysia, Sharina, has failed to follow up on the status of the public interest entities bank loan and seek further audit evidence to support the conclusion on the entity's ability to repay its bank borrowings. She also failed to perform quantitative assessment to assess the public entity's tight cash flow position and its ability to fulfill all its commitments and obligations. Besides, Sharina did not file an appeal against the AOB's decision within the prescribed time. Due to Sharina did not comply the auditing standard, public interest entity cannot proceed the registration to become one of the AOB registrants. So I'll pass to the next presenter to continue the
Okay, thank you, Lily. Now I will present about the breach of law. So the breach of section 31Z subsection 1 subsection B of the SCMA for the failure to comply with AOB condition of registration imposed by the AOB pursuant to section 31O subsection 3 of the SCMA. Sharina failed to perform the sufficient audit procedures and obtain sufficient audit evidence to support the audit opinion in relation to the PIE's ability to continue as the going concern, particularly on the ability of the PIE to repay its bank borrowing and fulfill the obligations as follows. The first is that she failed to follow up the status of the PIE's bank loan and seek more audit evidence to support the finding regarding the PIE's ability to repay its bank borrowings. And the second is that she failed to perform the quantitative assessment to assess the PIE's tight cash flow position and its ability to fulfill all its commitment and obligation. So these are the two reasons why the Sharina was charged, because first is that she had failed to ensure the sufficiency and the appropriateness of the audit evidence obtained and the completeness of audit documentation in the audit file. In addition, the audit evidence in the audit file is either non-existent, incomplete, or inadequate to support the audit work performed, the basis of judgment applied, and the conclusion reached. So that's all from me. Now I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay.
Hasana, ada alien ke kat situ?
Sorry, Doctor. Okay, is it clear now? Okay. Can you hear me clearly?
We can hear you better than just now.
Okay. Okay, so I will continue with our presentation today on how to prevent the charges against the auditor that are not. Oh, sorry. Okay, I will continue with our presentation today on the sanction. So from this case, SSM just reprimand on the Sharina for all the breaches that she had caused. Under the law, auditor can be sued for negligence if they breach the duty of care towards the third party who subsequently suffer some loss. the Securities Commission only reprimanded China because her actions still did not bring any lasting impact on the company, and the company also did not sue her on her behavior. So next slide. So next, I will continue with the how to prevent the charges against the auditor. Firstly, the auditor should comply with the international standards on auditing rules and regulations. If the auditor follow all the rules of the ISA, it can enhance the credibility of the financial statement audited and audit report. So based on this case, we can see that the public interest entity need the audit report that comply with ISA in order for them to register under AOB. So it is the responsibility of the auditor to make sure the public interest entity comply with the standard. Next is the auditor should gain a Next is the auditor should gain a reasonable level of assurance that the financial statements are free from substantial misrepresentation. This should be done by conducting suitable audit procedures by the auditors that will result in material statement of financial statements, hence enhance the credibility of the financial statement of the company. And last but not least is on how the auditor can prevent the charges against her is by maintaining the professionalism and the professional skepticism throughout the audit procedure, as it will enhance the likelihood of the auditor, which the auditor will understand the business and any nuances that make the company different from others, and as it naturally causes the auditor to ask questions that may otherwise go unasked. So this indirectly reduces the risk that the fraud will be attempted and ultimately enhance the audit quality in the company. So next, I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
I think you have to unmute, otherwise we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me, Doctor?
Yes, yes, yes. Now we can hear.
Okay, let's move to the last part. Okay, from this case, there are few things that the young auditor can learn and take lesson where the mistakes made by the auditor should not happen, because if Sharina complies with the rules and should be followed as an auditor, she will not be charged for the mistake. So for the first thing that young auditor should be is an independent person. If the auditor is independent, this can create and establish a reasonable level of assurance that the financial statement are free from material statement. Other than that, it also can ensure that revenue and expense are properly reported and classified. And then secondly, by having professional ethical value, the auditor will be honest person and forthrightness in their professional interaction as well as personal interaction. So it will be easy for each auditor to get sufficient evidence either from management or third party to ensure audit work can perform well. For example, an auditor want to run a substantive test or test of control to get the evidence. And the last, in terms of communication, the auditor should get a consultation with the team or management on how to improve internal control and document the new procedures. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I like the topic that you choose. I think it's a very good topic. Thank you.